BTC preparing for a quantum leap. Octave 1 is 68,000. Octave 2 187,000.
So far, Bitcoin
Octave 3 51200.
Different frequency. It has been resonating at a frequency of 33 Hz and a frequency of 11 Hz. The major cycle has a higher frequency of 33, and the minor cycle has the much more lower frequency of 11. Now, this higher cycle and this major cycle and the minor cycle has given birth to a new major cycle, a selling major cycle that has a frequency of 22 Hz. Now, what we should be mindful of is the fact that Bitcoin is in a crucial price, a very important price. Now, Bitcoin has resonated to a very important price of 49,000. You can see from the major cycle and the minor cycle. The minor cycle has a vibration level of 49,800, and the newly formed major bearish cycle has a vibration level of 49,900. So there is an interference between these two waves. The wave created by the major bicycle, the minor bicycle, and the major side cycle gave rise to this 49,000, and that was what I was pointing at when I said the bicycle was still on water. This is 49,000. You see the market stopped at exactly 49,000, and it has retraced back to 60,000. Now it's going back because the major bearish cycle, it got to a time of the major bearish cycle and is reacting to that particular time. So what we should be expecting now is Bitcoin. Two things is I'm expecting Bitcoin to do two things. One, if Bitcoin breaks below 49,000, then we should be expecting Bitcoin at 43,800, or if it breaks above 68,000 and retests this highest, this is the higher vibration price when Bitcoin started buying from 15,478. If Bitcoin breaks above 72,449, which it has broken above, but if it returns back to that price, then we should be expecting Bitcoin at exactly 88,868. Or if it breaks below 49,936, then we should be expecting Bitcoin at exactly 43,849. But one most important thing which I need to say today is the fact that there is going to be a much more effect on Bitcoin once Bitcoin gets to October. On the 12th of October, we are having the ripples created by this major cycle and this minor cycle is going to have an interference. There's going to be a superposition on the 12th of October. So if Bitcoin keeps going downwards and it gets on the 12th of October, that will begin a fresh cycle from the major cycle, from this major buy cycle, because this major buy cycle is a 1.8 year cycle. So it resonates up since it has been buying from 15,400, and we have 1.8 years for this cycle to buy, then return back to complete the peak and the trough, then return back to the time, then start a fresh buy again. That will be the second bull run that we're going to be having. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to react massively once it gets to on the 12th of October. So these are the time, basically that's the time, but let's not consider that. Now this